Okay, it's been a long time since we did a video series. I think I've almost forgotten how to do it, but anyway, we're going to start a new one now. And I picked out a figure that we're going to do a full figure Native American. And I've picked out a figure that I think will be not really that difficult. Well, it might be difficult for some, but for people who have carved for quite a while, it shouldn't be difficult at all. And hopefully when we get finished, we're going to have a nice looking figure. So let's get started. Okie doke. I did this little sketch here the other day, and I was thinking about what to do for a video. And this is generally how I start my pieces. I wanted to keep it simple, just a Native American wrapped in a blanket. I haven't did any designs or anything on there like that yet. We'll worry about that later. But anyway, that's where I figured I'd start. Now here's a Native American that I did in the past, which is basically the same thing as the other one, except it's a little bit more detailed, being as he's wrapped in a buffalo robe. And I've added snow to him and lots of paint. But basically this is what we're going to do, just a simplified version of that, okay? So let me set this aside. So here's my piece of block. Now this I got from Heineke. This cost me $10.45. I'm not sure if it'll be the same price, but anyway, for a piece, you can't beat this wood. It's the best that you can get, and it's consistent. That's what I like about it. You always know what you're getting with wood from Heineke. All right, so it's 3 by 3. Well, I take that back. It's 3 inches by 4 inches. Okay, this is perfect size for what we're going to do. So I've gone ahead and I've drawn on the outline of what we're going to do. This is the front, and here's the side view. Not much cutting on this side view. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut out our blank. All right? So I'm going to take this over to the bandsaw and show you how I do it. Okay, first of all, it's the blade. I use a 3/16 inch blade, skip tooth. You can see it here. Every other tooth's gone. These, I get them from Timberwolf, and you can't beat them. Honestly, I've tried blade. I've been doing this for going on 50 years, and you cannot beat these blades you can get from Timberwolf. Okay. You want a sharp one. Always be careful, because these blades can snap occasionally. Not very often, but they do break, so you always have to be careful for things like that. So here we go. We're going to start cutting this out. Now,
oops, sorry.
The reason I stopped here, I'll show you. I stopped here to hold this piece of wood on this block because I don't want to cut it off. Because when I turn it over to cut out the side profile, I want this thing setting level on my table here. So by doing that, that allows me to do that, and when everything's finished cutting, I can just pop this piece right off. Saves me having to tape it off or whatever a lot of people do when they're cutting out blanks. Start this side. there, save that piece.
Okay, wait.
This is a 3-inch piece of wood here, and you can see how tight I can make turns. That's what I love about this blade, is it just does such a great job. All right, now see, I still got my square block. Still had some stuff to cut out up front here. Okay, now I just pop these pieces off because I don't need them anymore. Now there's my block. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take off the corners. Just do a little whittling with my bandsaw. And if you're not comfortable with your tools, don't do this, because if you happen to do it and lose your grip on your piece that you're cutting, you could do yourself some damage and bust your blade at the same time. So, but just don't do it. But I've done it for years and I'm comfortable doing it. back over to our table over there. So now I could sketch back my blanket on him. Don't like that, so I'm going to break that over a little farther. That comes down like that. That's actually up there like that. Giving him a little, bring it down a little more. We'll be giving him a little neck decoration in here. So there we have our blank, all cut out. Didn't take long at all. So one thing I forgot to tell you here. This is about 10 inches tall, just a little over that. Okay, and we're almost 4 inches used the whole block. So in the next video, we'll cut this one a little short. In the next video, we'll start taking wood off, and we'll be well on our way to hopefully turning out a nice looking Indian. We're going to just totally disregard the head right now. We're working on the body. Okay? We'll worry about that head later. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and if you got a comment or something, just leave it down below the video, or you can leave it on my blog. This will be on my blog, but it'll also be on my YouTube channel. Okay? And my blog again, I had a problem with my comment section down on the bottom of the blog. I was doing something one day and it just disappeared. But it's back up now, so on my blog posts in the future, you'll be able to comment down on the comment section beneath the pictures and writing on the blog. And you'll have to sign up for it. You have to log in to be able to make comments. Got to watch out for security. That's a big thing these days. I don't want someone holding me for ransom, holding my place for ransom. I seriously doubt that had ever happened. But anyway, so it's good to be making a video again, and like I always say, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.